remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Was still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On 2nd and a couple. Willis. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chad Muma charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running out of the gun with White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Third down, it's Willis.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3.
The Jaguars take over from at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Willis with another keeper.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he gets it down to the 32.
56 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
They go play action with Willis.
They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Trubisky's throw there complete to Allen.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a third and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade and Oregon. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Willis will look to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and a big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky. Caught by Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Elijah Molden up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 41-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Willis with another keeper. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
Oh, look at the juke. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
White is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
Cordero Patterson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Once again with Sanders. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Miles Sanders, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Let's go. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the. Hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. I'm the prince. The prince. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the prince. Remember me.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I be sculling. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterback.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. And I flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chilling in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawrence. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The Falcons at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And some space here. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Down the right sideline, finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 89 yards.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? The quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Touchdown! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
52 blaster.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Brady. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking downfield for Godwin. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes...
Brady now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the option. Given 42 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback...
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Well, this one taken in by Otten. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Finding Otten once more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Okay, great.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. Off the option, here's Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. An unfortunate sequence there. Trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, Brady.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Now a play fake. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
from 3 yards out.
And the Bucs have got it back to within a score.
Extra point put through by Succop. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
The option to give to Taylor here. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got Otten. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
Now Brady again. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Brady.
Complete right side to Otten.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Brady got to have this one. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
He's got the first down and more than that.
Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The out route incomplete. That's Lawrence. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 83 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw is Brady.
This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brady to throw. And this is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw, Brady. Back of the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready,
about set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Buying time to his left.
And this one too low.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top.